Hey there, welcome back to the Freedom Entrepreneur Podcast. I'm your business consultant, Lindsay Sutherland. Thanks for joining me. So, you say your business is solid, but is it really as solid as you think? Listen, today we're going to dive into something I hear a lot of business owners say. I'm good, everything's great. You know why they're saying that is because the work is coming in, the phone is ringing, money is coming into the bank account. But let's take a little deeper look under the hood. Are you always feeling behind? Are you afraid to take on more work because you're already stretched thin? Or maybe you're waking up at 2 a.m. thinking about those things you forgot to do. Listen, you're not alone. This is definitely something successful, thriving business owners experience on a regular basis. Now, what they're doing here and what you may be doing is you're thinking that your operations are good enough. Why? Because you're making it work. But the truth is, making it work is just a polite way of saying that you're duct taping things together, more like duct taping chaos together every single day. Here's the truth. You might be leaving thousands of dollars on the table every month in lost leads, dropped balls, unpaid invoices, and missed opportunities. Not because you're lazy, my dear friends, not because you don't care, but because you don't know exactly where your systems are failing you. Okay, let me tell you a story about Rick. When I met Rick, he was running a solar electric company as the primary installer. Okay, well, let's be honest. He was the installer, the office person, the marketer. He was wearing all of the hats in the business. Business was great. I mean, calls were coming in, money was coming in, but behind the scenes, he was drowning. He could not keep up with leads. Proposals were going out late, sometimes not at all. He was just feeling like he needed help, and he would hire some help and then find out they weren't a good fit, mainly because he never had the time to train them properly. It was like his business became a full-time job, and it was wearing on his soul. I mean, really, he was to the point where he was thinking of throwing in the towel. I met Rick as I interviewed him for a podcast, and he said that I told him that I do business consulting. We sat down, and what I offered was different than anything he'd ever heard of before. I offered him systems. I just point blank told him, look, your problem is you don't have systems. The reason you keep getting turnover is because nobody knows what to do, and you need to have a better process. But I understand that you are going 100 miles an hour and you don't have time to slow down and build out those processes. That's when we got busy together. So as far as his business goes, we clarified his sales and follow-up process. We built an invoicing system that actually was helpful and not a nuisance. And we put together a process for getting bids out within 24 hours, which was a massive game changer for the business. By the end, Rick wasn't stuck in the weeds anymore. He could actually lead instead of reacting. And his business was running without him having to hold it together by force. In fact, we were able to hire a team and implement better processes and systems even further and allowed for the team to streamline systems and operations so that it could run smoothly without Rick having to babysit everything all the time. So now this isn't just Rick's story. It's the reality for a lot of business owners who think that good enough is good enough. If you want to run your business smoothly without you hovering over every detail, my friend, you need clear, reliable systems. Systems that ensure leads are not getting forgotten. Systems that make sure invoices are going out and that you're getting paid without having to chase down your money. Systems that let your team deliver constant quality. And systems that save you time, reduce stress, but yet make you more profitable. Here's the thing. You can't fix what you're not seeing. And a lot of times when I'm talking to business owners, this is what they're saying. I'm good. My business is solid. Because they're not seeing those gaps and those holes and the parts of their processes that are actually leaking profit. They're losing money, they're losing time, or they're losing efficiency. Or worse, they're losing the joy factor. You know, that important piece of doing business where you start to resent your business? Yeah, that one. We have a solution. It's called a business lab. I'm hosting this on Wednesday. So join me on Wednesday because in 1 hour, we're going to go through 6 critical systems in your business with what we call a bottleneck assessment. By the time we're done, you will see exactly where you have leaks in your business, and you'll have the clarity you need to fix it and to move forward and get things going in the right way. Okay? You can get started by texting the word SYSTEM, SYSTEM, to 55444 to reserve your spot for next Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific time. It's completely free. You don't need to worry about, anything else. This is a way to help you diagnose your business, and think of it like a triage call. This is a chance for you to really evaluate your business with an outsider's perspective. All right? I'd love to see you there. In the meantime, be sure to subscribe to the podcast. Until next week, bye for now.